Regular session, Nogales Housing Authority Board of Commissioners meeting, 3 p.m. Wednesday, October 12th, 2022, City Hall Complex. I call this meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Madam Clerk?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
No sospechosos. Call to the public. None? All right. Number 4, Director's Report, Financial Report. Director?
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, good afternoon. Robert Thompson with the Housing Authority. I submitted a director's report with any numbers, figures, and I'm willing to entertain any questions if the commission has any.
Have anything? Members of the commission? None? We don't, sir. Move to 5.
Okay, this is the good one.
Okay.
Good afternoon again, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. We've had a lot of requests from outside groups or individuals wanting to use the gymnasium for use, whether it's basketball, social events, what have you. So what we're doing is we are reviewing the request. We ask for a proposal. Once that proposal is submitted, I then take that to the Residential Advisory Board, or the RAB, which are the representatives of our tenants. They then decide if we venture down that route or not. So I do have one that has been submitted, and I'm waiting on the final result from the RAB board to author either a thank you, we'll go ahead and venture with you, or we'll try again differently. So I'm waiting on the result on that, and that's for a basketball program. So that's still pending. October 20th, it's a potential date where the gymnasium, let me backtrack. Mexican Consulate's Office, Chicanos por la Causa, and the Nogales Housing Authority have been in talks for at least 4 months on starting what we would like to call Los Nogales Community Center. Basically representation of both cities and a location for us to have events. What kind of events? We could have a lot of them. Primarily right now, we're looking at 2 specific programs that we're wanting to venture in. One being GED classes, which is very important to us. And the other one is immigration type of courses with people who don't have permanent immigration status. They would be allowed to get that through the Mexican Consulate's office. So what happened was 2 months ago, the staff at the Mexican Consulate's office and the Chicanos por la Causa did a survey of all 226 apartments that we service. All families submitted to a survey. They asked for certain programs they would like to see. And we're talking about anything from cooking, nutrition, sporting events, these 2 courses I just named, and others more, to include arts and cultural type related events. So I brought that up to the RAB board. RAB board is they're excited about it. They're trying to see life, and they're seeing life back at the gymnasium. That gymnasium not only has a basketball court, but it has 6 or 7 offices that can be used, and they're very well-sized offices, 10 by 10s, 12 by 12s, to include an actual workout gym. So all that will be opening up. In the last couple of months, like I said, we've been working together, and we fine-tuned an opening date slated for October 20th. October 20th, 5:30 p.m. It's basically somewhat of an invite only because there's a lot of diplomats coming in from Mexico. I hear some within the state capital and others further south, maybe from DF, from down south. So this is an invite only. I will be receiving your invitations shortly. If your name's not on the list, we'll figure it out, but sorry, basically what it comes down to. With that said, I'll get those invites within the next couple of days, hopefully by tomorrow, if not early next week, and be able to hand those out and give to everyone on the commission or council, depending on the hat you'll be wearing on that day. So that's slated for the 20th. It'd be awesome to see everybody there. This is a community event, no different than what we just did earlier today, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But that's what we're looking at. We have not entered into a contract or a use agreement yet, as we're still trying to fine tune the last couple things on the use of the gymnasium. And with that, I'll talk to Mr. Machado and he can draft something up, no different than what we did with Circles of Peace. Any questions on the gymnasium use right now?
Yes, one question. You know that the vice mayor and her group of Arte y Cultura, they do a lot of work for the community, and sometimes they do have events indoors and opportunities to get the community together, and not only Nogales, Arizona, but ambos Nogales. Could you, in one way or another, incorporate the Arte y Cultura program with this program so that they can use the gymnasium whenever they need to use it too?
In a nutshell, Mayor,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yes.
One of the biggest or the coolest things right now to be able to work the vice mayor's programs is that the same people who are involved with her are also involved here. So
Okay.
it's a smooth transition.
Yeah.
I just
Because
want
you mentioned Consul and Chicanos por la Causa, to mention also Arte y Cultura.
Artes en Cultura. That is an absolute. That is something that we are looking into. That's something that we want. There were requests from our tenants wanting to talk more about heritage, right? So what do we mean by that? The folkloric dancing, the mariachi festivals, all these really neat
They do artwork also.
artwork as well. Actually, in fact, good point. On the 20th, we're going to have a 35 drawing or painting display or expo at the gym during the opening. What those pictures or drawings, paintings represent are Mexican national children who live everywhere in the world except Mexico, drawing what they know, what they see, and putting their own Hispanic or Mexican trait spin on it. So we'll have 35 of those paintings on display. So arts and culture is embedded in this. It's intertwined with it.
Yeah.
So those doors remain open to the Arts and Cultural Committee that you run alongside with the city. So that is an open environment for you guys. So that's an open invitation. So we'll do that as well. Like I said, it's just really cool that the same people are involved.
Yeah, because a lot of times they have meetings and can't never know when maybe the meetings won't be able to be held here in the conference, so that they can have a meeting place over there,
Definitely.
you know, for their meetings, not only for all the events that the vice mayor has, like Dia de los Muertos, las Fiestas Patrias, all the events, they meet every so often so that they can program their event. So it can come out, basically the way they really want to. And sometimes it could take 3 or 4 meetings
Definitely.
per event.
So in a nutshell, you have an office space.
Thank you very much.
And we have desks and stuff that we'll be more than happy to furnish for your use, for the groups or the committee's use. So no doubt in that is going to happen.
Perfect.
Earlier today at 11 o'clock, and this took about 10 months, and it was an idea that came in through Circles of Peace, through the mayor's office and Mr. Kissinger's office, to where they needed an area to start a youth program. I have very limited rules on this. One of the first rules I say is make sure it services my tenants. Well, the multipurpose room in the corner of Western and McNabb Drive is basically the heart of our program. It sits right smack in the middle. Just west of that, we have about 50 apartments, multifamily. Just behind that, we have another 20 multifamily. Down the road, we have another 60 multifamily. And across the street next to Wade Carpenter, there's another 36. So this community center has now been repurposed, this multipurpose room, has now been repurposed as a focal point for the youth. Some attended this morning. I know the mayor did, Councilman Moniz did, so did Mr. Kissinger. I was there for the grand opening. It's all over social media. If anybody has time, swing by. We still have keys to it, and we'll walk in there and introduce you to everybody in there. But like I said, I have very limited rules on the use. Make sure it addresses concerns for my tenants. That's the number one rule. That's always been like the main rule. So we're doing that. That opened up this morning. It took us about 10 months to get it off the ground. The last piece of tile was laid yesterday. The last piece of tile. So it took a while. And that was a $3,200 tile job that the Housing Authority was able to fund to get that room done, aside from some paint and some other stuff that we did. So with that, any questions on the Restorative Youth Community Center, which is what the name is?
I want to congratulate you on that job. It's very good. And for a good purpose also. Because I know the members of the council that are sitting here right now and Mr. Diaz on the phone, we have a lot of concerns about the fentanyl use and those opportunities for that organization to help the youth in the community and the parents and have those, I noticed how they had the chairs in a circle, so that they can talk to the parents and the youth about their problems if they do have problems like that. And I know our law enforcement police officers are going to be working directly with them. I saw them on there. So I think it's a great job you're doing with that. And I also want to thank Circles of Peace and everybody involved in that. Fredo Velasquez was there too. I'm sure he's going to be helping out over there. But, it was a great job.
One thing I want to add, Mayor, the PD was able to donate a couple of electronic devices that were seized or forfeited to the state. So they were able to provide an Xbox, a DVD, and I forget what PlayStation 4. So there it is. I mean, that's what the kids do.
If they ever get involved in some type of art program in there, count on me.
Actually, I have an
help you out.
idea for an art program at our daycare on Las Americas. It's a 5-bedroom converted into a 3, room area with a full kitchen lobby that I want to see as an art studio. So that's the next. Give me a break here just for a little bit.
No.
You know me, I get involved in a lot of things, and I just want to make sure that things, get kicked off before we start another one. But that would be the next venture between the Housing Authority and an arts program.
So I support you 100% of everything you're doing for the housing program, and I'm sure the members of the council feel the same way.
Yes.
Anybody have anything to say? No. You're comfortable? Did you get to eat a sandwich today, Mr. Bonilla? You did. And a Diet Coke. I'm proud of you. Yeah. Mr. Diaz, are you on the phone? Mr. Diaz?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Do you have anything to say about this morning's event there at the housing?
Well, it's a great event. It was everything was presented very nicely. We did a great job on the building with all the renovations and everything that was done to the building. It's a great opportunity for the citizens of Nogales to visit, especially our younger generations and people that live there in Nogales Housing Authority close by. It's very close to the elementary school and it's nothing there. So I'd like to congratulate our staff for doing such a great job in that building and putting it to good use. They deserve a pat on the back and everything else that goes with it. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. Mr. Thompson?
That's all I have for the update. Amazing in the multi-purpose room. More to follow October 20th. Hope I get to see everybody. I will get those invitations. And I took the liberty of naming your spouse or significant other in the invite, so there wouldn't be any hiccups.
Thank you very much. Okay, we'll go with number 6, resolution. Number 1, consideration possible action of Housing Resolution 2022-10-13, a resolution of the Board of Commissioners of the Housing Authority of the City of Nogales approving the HUD fair market rents and payment standards for calendar year 2023 for Santa Cruz County, Arizona, for all bedroom sizes.
So moving.
Discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? The ayes have it. Future agenda items? Do we have any future agenda items? No?
I will
You-
be coming back with a whole bunch of bids and contracts. November and December will be two lengthy contracting months for us. So we'll bring back a whole bunch of projects. I got to burn $500,000. So.
Okay, well, my future agenda item, Friday, this Friday, I'm gonna need some help, Robert, myself, the First Lady, and the project manager.
Do you swap? No te lo creí.
Oh my God. We're gonna work on the stone down at the bottom, so we can finish the pedestal for the police department. So if anybody's willing to help out, we'll be there on Friday morning. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Are you gonna put the project together for Friday? You are? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It's a good project. Okay.
Can I add one thing, Mayor? Just
Yes, go
one thing. So tomorrow, for anybody watching on YouTube, we have Nogales Night Out. So put a shout out there so people can, whoever's watching, bring the kids, bring family. We'll have a lot of cool giveaways. In fact, we're on conclusion of this meeting, we're on our way to Walmart to pick up some more stuff. So giveaways in bikes, helmets, scooters, board games, balls, and a whole bunch of hot dogs, plus a movie. So if anybody watching on YouTube, spread the word for us so we can have a huge turnout. There's enough for everybody.
So it's gonna be very entertaining for the kids. They'll learn a lot from all the agencies that are gonna be part of this. Thank you very much. So, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
Adjourn. Wow, Councilman Diaz.